It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Arizona Cardinals. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Glad to be enjoying another week of football. And Charles, this is a contest that should make a former defender like yourself very happy, that's for sure, because we got a pair of top 5 defenses in the NFL squaring off, and opportunities to score, well, they figure to be extremely limited.
Partner, you know my smile is wide because this is a lot of fun for a guy like me to watch, as you noted. And if there's something else that we both know that these teams take pride in, it's how well their defense have done at controlling games and putting them in a position to win. Something else they're proud of, though, how high they rank in the league. And they're trying to use this game to move up in those rankings and become the top defense in the league.
Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield, because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Trying to lay one up deep, and he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Forced out to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Back to throw again. And that's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks down to get 6'5".
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Throwing to start the drive. Ross. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, roughing roughing the passer penalty. Never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The Cardinals had 10-6 now on the year. They've been flawless these last couple months. Winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit, because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And his kick here is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys are good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC. And what they do know is that they'll be playing at home come January, at least for one game, as they have locked up the NFC West.
And everyone wants that top spot, partner. We know that because that guarantees you home field advantage throughout the playoffs. But whether or not that's in the cards or not, you have to be impressed with how this team has played.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back to throw. Ross. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ross throwing on first down. And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Bills' offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a pickup of 6.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. On 1st down, Hurley completes it to Quick. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Throwing on 1st down. Hurley, that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On 3rd down, Stanford, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Ross. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They'll get 34 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got now a loose football. The ball comes out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ross. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got quick. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. Stanford. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down. Hurley. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Ross. for his running back, and he's got him complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. To throw is Ross. To throw on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive. Hurley. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And not much room to speak of. They'll get about 3 up to the 41. On 3rd down, Hurley. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Well, the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Ross now to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. The Bills ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hurley. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Hurley. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Now Ross throwing to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 45.
A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Ross. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Back to throw. Ross. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 10 yards out. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Hurley. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Hurley. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. To throw on 2nd down. Hurley got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll start out with a rematch of that low-scoring Super Bowl 53. New England, the winners of that game, traveling to L.A. to take on the Rams. And it's the Rams who are out in front as those teams approach halftime. Jay Prosh, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Mike Gillislee, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons trying to hold on and claim victory. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Here's Ross on 1st and 10.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and it's 24-17. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Throwing to start the drive. Hurley It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Hurley. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Hurley. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurley. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
To throw on 3rd down, Hurley. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of mid. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Ross. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Hurley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Hurley. And that will be incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1 yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2 yard line. Ross to throw from his end zone. Buying time to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this one up to about the 6 yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. Back to throw. Hurley. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Bills send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Ross. Flush to his right. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw is Ross. On 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
131 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Ross now. Off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Now Ross on 3rd down, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Steps up, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. And I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And they will be in the playoffs as champs of the AFC East, but as it stands right now, Charles, they still would have to host a game on Wild Card Weekend because they're still looking up at that #1 seed.
And that's when you tell your team, remember, guys, at the beginning of the season, what was our deal? Let's win our division and get to the playoffs. That was job 1. Let's not get greedy about the whole thing, because whether or not they end up with a first-round bye or not, you and I both know this team's going to be a tough out in the playoffs.
To throw on 3rd down, Hurley. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Here's Ross throwing on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Ross. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 37. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Forced out to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Ross. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush. What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Ross throwing on 3rd and long. And this one is incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Being chased out left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
All eyes on the Cardinals now. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They'll have one play, maybe 2, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. To throw is Ross. Throwing to start the drive.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the middle they go. Stanford. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Now it's the Cardinals' turn. Trailing in this one now. A little under a minute to go. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ross. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
On third down, Ross. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive.
So for the Bills,